So, I'm playing jokes and I'm making music. What? So I'm throwing jokes. Throwing jokes in air.
I mean, over the course of my career, I've worked with everybody from Frank Ocean, Drake, The Weeknd, to Taylor Swift and James Blake. I've been really lucky to work with, what I consider, I think, the most exciting artists of our times. I've been blessed to make incredible records with them. And I think, like, early in my career especially, I didn't have relationships with artists, or I didn't know them, but they were coming to me because they were hearing my music. I think a lot of, the perspective I was bringing to music was really textured and really sonically charged with richness. And I think that just comes from my background of digging for records and being obsessed with the way things sounded. And really, I think when you look back at just classic records in general from any generation, I think there's a textural similarity that we can feel across them that's maybe hard to articulate or intellectualize, but I think that there is a feeling. When I started making music, I wanted to be a hip-hop producer. I wanted to be like DJ Premier. I wanted to be like Pete Rock. I wanted to be like RZA. I wanted to be like Dilla. So I just wanted to make beats. Of course, when I was younger, I loved Nirvana and I loved the Beatles. And then I got into hip hop and crate digging and soul and funk records. And then, that led to psychedelic music, and that led to, my whole world opening up. I've grown as a music producer and as a person. My tastes have also expanded and grown. And I've made so many different types of records with people. And I think that, finally arriving in a place where all things meet, the music I make now sounds like that. It's free.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, this is a hard one. Bring it back.
I can tap into, Nirvana and Weezer, and then tap into, my favorite rap records, and tap into all these things I love and bring them together in a way that makes sense, And I think they only make sense because of my experience, my life, and the things that are just hard-coded into my musical DNA. For me, my day starts pretty early. I'm usually up at like 6:30. I try to spend the morning off my phone. I'll have a coffee, I'll write, I'll draw, or I'll read. If I feel excited or inspired to create, I'll go to the studio and just load up some sounds. And I'll start fucking around. Really create with no purpose other than the sake of creation, and see what comes out. It's just one foot in front of the other a lot of times. At least when I'm making beats or I'm making ideas, maybe if I'm writing a song, it comes from somewhere else, it comes from life, it comes from, something I'm going through or whatever. But when I'm making ideas and beats, it's pretty free. And I think it's quite liberating to make music from that perspective. So I'll just sit in the studio and let whatever comes out come out. If that excites me to go one step further, then I'll start playing drums or adding another instrument, or start playing bass or a guitar or whatever it is. It's letting each step of the process light the way for the next step. Music production, in its simplest terms, is really just about making a series of decisions. It's just making a bunch of decisions that lead you to where you want to go. The funny thing is, in this moment, making beats for me feels the most reminiscent of when I first started making beats, because I didn't necessarily have some grand mission I was trying to accomplish when I was making music in my parents' basement at 17 years old. I just wanted to make music.